All right, so you're probably wondering why this video is coming out a little late, as well as why I'm doing is one big video. Well, that's kind of like I said in the Spider-Man Noir video. That was kind of my intention, was to basically talk about all the trailers that were going to come out rather than do them separately. I was going to watch the whole Super Bowl game, which, by the way, side note, was probably one of the best Super Bowl games I've seen in a long time. That was probably one of the best games I've seen in years. Like, really. One of the best. Nail biter to the end. Congrats to the Chiefs. I was kind of pulling for the Eagles because, A.J. Brown was a former Titan, and I was kind of pulling for them, but, no disrespect to the Chiefs. Mahomes looks like he's going to be the next GOAT by all intents and purposes. Now on to that second ring. Let's see if he can get 6 more. Yeah. But, yeah. Anyway, so this is going to be cool. This is going to be cool to talk about because I'm going to talk about, well, I was kind of hoping we get a trailer for the Marvels, which I'm now thinking that trailer is probably going to show up tomorrow or sometime this week. Because, yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp is coming out. I'm pretty sure they're going to drop a trailer for the Marvels at some point because they've hyped up, Guardians of the Galaxy. I'd imagine they would do a teaser for the Marvels at some point this year, this month, or maybe sometime next month. But the ones we're going to talk about are, of course, the new trailer for Guardians. We're going to talk about the new trailer, obviously the first trailer for The Flash, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that teaser for Indiana Jones 5. So we're just going to do a bit of a trailer roundup. Very weak year for trailers, honestly. A very weak trailer lineup. I remember where it was just hit after hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. Just constantly just one after the other. It was there was just there was a time where we saw trailer after trailer after trailer, and yeah, we did get a TV spot for Transformers Rise of the Beast, where we did get to see more of Mirage, which I'm kind of like, Pete, you should. I feel like you should have just called him like I feel like Pete Davidson should have been Rat Trap. I feel like he should have been, if you were Pete David in giving Mirage basically the same persona as Rat Trap, for all intents and purposes, he should have just been Rat Trap. I can't be the only one thinking that, right? Also, I apologize for the autofocus. It's dark. I don't know why it does that. Yeah. So, yeah. So, let's get started with, I guess, the short one, which is Indiana Jones, The Dial of Destiny. The trailer looks really good. I'm really excited to see where they're going to go in this, what looks to be the final Indiana Jones story, at least with Harrison Ford's Indiana Jones. I'm curious to see where they could go in terms of just storytelling. I did like the joke of like, oh, haven't seen you in a while. Still a Nazi? So I thought that was a pretty fun one. I thought that was pretty funny. And I will admit though, that maybe that's just how the trailers look. Is that the de-aging tech? Maybe it's just me. I can't be, or maybe it's just how the trailers just don't. It'll look cleaner in the movie. But yeah, the de-aging stuff they use for Harrison Ford. It's a little noticeable. It's a very, I know it's all Uncanny Valley and all that, but like at the same time, I'm like, dude, this needs a little cleanup. Like this maybe it's just me, but this needs a little cleanup. That's all I'm saying, is that it just needs a wee bit of cleanup. Sorry about that. Anyway, so really there's not much to say other than I am excited to see where they go with this I'm very curious to see where this all goes within terms of just storytelling. James Mangold is a great director. He's one of my favorites. After Logan and, of course, Ford v Ferrari, I'm excited for it. I'm very much excited for this Indiana Jones film. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, we got to see more of it. We got to see more of High Evolutionary. We got to see more of, like, looks to be the swan song for everybody here. This looks like it's going to be a real heartbreaker. Like, again, I've said before, I said it once and I'll say it again. This whole movie really does feel like it's going to emotionally rip your heart out. Like, it's just going to be one giant, absolute, just heartbreaker. It just feels like it's just going to be a straight up tearjerker from beginning to end, and it really does feel like it's just gonna rip. I'm just gonna get emotionally destroyed, aren't I? I'm just gonna get straight up emotionally wrecked by the end of it. It really does feel like it's gonna come to that throughout this film. It really does. We got to see we got to see Gamora. We got to see remember, this is the Gamora from outside of time, because that Gamora died in Infinity War. And yeah, this definitely feels like we're going to lose some people. We are definitely going to lose some people, and who knows if we still don't know if this is going to be like the last version of the Guardians of the Galaxy, or if they're going to do stuff with Adam Warlock and maybe do a new Guardians of the Galaxy, or maybe do the Infinity Watch or something along those lines. It's really up in the air at this point, so honestly, none of us know. I personally do believe that we'll probably get like a new version of the Guardians of the Galaxy at some point. I do think that's where we could be headed, but I really couldn't say. I really can't say for right now. That's it's a little out of my expertise. I personally believe that's where we could be going, but who really knows, honestly. Now you're probably wondering why I'm waiting. I've saved the Flash, and you're thinking, oh, it's the best for last. Nope. I have no interest in watching this movie. I'm probably going to end up going. Either a friend is going to take me, or I'm going to go with my dad. Who knows? But I really am not excited for this movie, and you can thank Ezra Miller for poisoning any and all interest I have in this movie. It's thanks Ezra Miller. They were the reason I do not want to see this movie, and even the acting just feels really wooden. It really feels forced from Miller. I don't care what happens to him from here on out, unless he's getting arrested. Then I'll care. But I will say, if there is any reason for me to be interested in this movie, it would be Michael Keaton as Batman. Like, that's really, let's be real. That's the real reason we're all interested in this movie, is to see Michael Keaton back as Batman. Like, that if there's one saving grace, and by God, this trailer is like, yeah, don't you love Michael Keaton, guys? Come on, go watch this movie for Michael Keaton. Do it for Keaton, guys. That's what it feels like the trailer's trying to do really hard, is go, do it for Keaton, guys. Don't you love Michael Keaton? Come on, you can watch this movie. It'll be totally fine. You can totally watch this movie, no problem. For Keaton, Keaton? It is cool to see Michael Shannon also as back as Zod, and the new Supergirl. I'm interested to see her. I wish she got more of a better deal, but DC being how it is, yeah. This movie feels real. This, and as well as the other movies we have for the DC films, feels really superfluous. Also, we do know, thanks to Pop Toys, Pop figures, more or less someone leaked the list for Funko Pops, that we do know that the villain behind this isn't Zod, it's the Dark Flash. Yeah, it's not Reverse Flash, it's Dark Flash, who is some dude. It's like the Flash covered in duty. He really looks like, from what I've seen of that Funko Pop of Dark Flash, it really looks like someone just caked duty all over the Flash. That's really what it looks like. That's really all I could really fucking say about it. I'm just not interested. I mean, the only reason I would go, if I really am willing myself, it's for Michael Keaton, and to see how it ties into the whole upcoming a slew of DC films for, well, DC Universe, for James Gunn's new era, his Chapter 1 of Gods and Monsters. So we will see how that all plays out. Yeah. I don't have a really favorite trailer of the three. They all kind of serve their purpose. And like I said, it felt really weak for trailers this year. I remember, what was it, like, there was a time where we, like, had 8 trailers and, like, TV spots that would really, like, get your motor running for all of this. But now it's just, they just leak it earlier, show you, watch the full trailer here, and you'll be lucky if you get a whole trailer on the Super Bowl, and then they'll release it. I guess companies just can't wait for that anymore. Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of these trailers? You guys like them, hate them? Comment below, let me know. Once again, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.